Welcome back to your favorite podcast, Late Entry, hosted as always by RBF Kyle.
How we doing?
Cam Coleman is greater than Jeremiah Smith.
Shout out Cam Coleman.
It is the third Sunday of... Why am I hollering? Hold on. I just realized I've just been yelling these intros. It's the third Sunday of the month. We got Starly with us.
What's up, everybody?
And your boy, Double Dose. How was you guys' weekend?
Man, I had a good Sunday. I shot 79 for the third time in my life. So everything is good over here. Golf game's amazing. I'm sure I'll shoot like shit at League tomorrow with Jared because I played so good today.
You whooped my ass in the simulator.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that happened too. I'm ready to play like shit tomorrow, but today I'm on top of the world.
So for someone who's a casual golfer but not a super golfer, what is 79? Is that like one under, one over?
So it's over par for sure, but shooting even par is a very hard thing to do. I've been working my ass off my whole life to break 80 basically. And 80 is on most courses like 8 to 10 over par. And today I shot 9 over par to shoot a 79 on a par of 70, but it was a course with like a ton of water and like you had to pick your shots and whatever.
Is this 18?
You know, it's 18 holes. 18 holes. Yeah. So I was technically 9 over par for my 18 hole round to shoot a 79. Lost one golf ball. Yeah, very good golf. Like it was, yeah. I've only done it a couple times and I've been playing forever. Like, and it like to some people it probably doesn't feel like that much, but yeah, no, it's a big deal to break 80.
Jared, you're the other big golfer. What is your lowest?
On a technicality, an 89, but that's with I believe a gimme, so 90.
And,
like a couple.
And you were at 79.
Yeah.
Sheesh, we got to get you over to Augusta.
Hey, dude, I'd probably shoot a 95. Like, I would not play well.
Toph, have you ever golfed before?
Never in my life.
Have you putt golfed?
Of course.
Were you good at
Best
it?
there ever was.
Oh, okay.
Hey, I'd like to challenge you on that.
Hey,
I'd like to challenge you on that.
You know what's crazy is like I had done most of the putting before I ever played golf, and then I started playing golf, and I was like, okay, I feel like I'm a decent putter. I feel like this putt's gonna be easy. No,
Nope.
It was not easy. It was not. It did not correlate.
No, it does not.
It's crazy how things like that work. Like I can ski, and so by skiing, ice skating is like the exact same thing. Like that with no ice skating lessons, I put on ice skates and I was able to ice skate. Now I'm not like Olympic level, but I was not out here embarrassing myself on the ice. And those are so much more different than putt golfing and golfing, but no translation.
But it's still like it's like that same feel. Yeah. It's like bowling and playing cornhole. It's like they're both the same feeling, but they're completely different.
Yeah. Do you want to have a eulogy for our boys now, or you want to do that after the weekend recap?
Man. Well, I guess.
Go ahead.
Yeah, let's light a candle. Say some prayers.
If you are watch or listen to this audio only, Kyle is a very brave soul today. He came out wearing the Detroit Bad Boys jersey, despite a damn near 30 point.
A Cade goose egg and a Pistons flop and it was just everything was bad tonight. I can't be mad at anybody because I'm mad at everybody. The play calling was one thing this series, sure. At the end of the day, our guys didn't play ball. We didn't show up. We were too young for the moment. Spida deserves a Nike shoe deal. Because if Cade's got one, then this guy definitely deserves one. Look, we can get into that debate. There's only 5 or 6 active players that have one right now. So it's small, it's rare air, and I do think that Cade deserves to be in rare air. I think Nike still made a good investment in him by doing that. But He did not do a good enough job leading his team through this series. We fought behind in both of them, and I think in the first series we had to win Game 7 for Cade, and then it felt like Game 7 we got there in spite of Cade versus the Cavs. Like, he had great games, but he didn't take over for the team in the same ways he has all season. Jalen Duren, obviously, we can bark up the tree all day about him, but at the end of the day, yeah, we just had too much sloppiness. We couldn't get to New York, and that's a bummer.
I am not going to say very much about this tonight. I might come back to it on Wednesday. I have a habit of,
I hate you,
by trying to be objective, turning off people, because I'm also a Pistons fan, but I've done this with the Pistons, with the Lions. By being objective, I've pissed people off because it seems like I'm being harsh or not a fan. So I'm not going to pile on them tonight. I'm just going to say I was sad that this is how we went out. I will say I'll say this, and then I'll pass it to Jared. I think that over the next few days, what I'm kind of grappling with personally as being a humongous LeBron fan, his whole career, I've watched the media. I've watched LeBron be on bad teams and overcome a bad team and drag them to somewhere they didn't even belong, and then lose. And then despite doing everything that you could do, the media says it's your fault, you didn't do enough. And I've always thought that was very unfair of the way that they treated him with that. And so what I'm going to be kind of debating within myself over the next few days is how much blame we put on Cade for not being Superman, despite getting damn near nothing from his teammates the entire series. And I'm going to leave it at that.
I'm surprised to hear you say that even, but hell yeah.
I mean, why? You think I was just going to say fuck Cade? Like,
No, I don't know. Just because of the shade around him getting that shoe deal as early as he did.
It's just.
And then I thought him not being able to will his team would send you into a mode of like, well, he couldn't get it done for the team.
But how? And that's my issue with, I think, the way that basketball has been handled for so long is how is that productive toward actually evaluating player talent by just being sensationalized of like either you're a fraud or you beat frauds. Like that's I saw a tweet before that was like that. Every game is played between two frauds. If you lose, you're a fraud. If you win, it means nothing because you beat frauds. And I feel like that's all we've been doing with basketball. And just because
forever.
And I think that I'm jaded because of that, because I started that with LeBron to diminish Jordan, and then every other player has gotten that afterwards. And I don't think that it was fair when they did it to him, so I don't want to turn around and do it to Cade. But Cade did come up small too.
I respect that. He did, especially tonight.
So I just have to figure out, maybe before Wednesday I'll come back with a more, because the game just ended. So I'm gonna take some time. I'm gonna think about how much of that I believe that he deserves and how much of it is just me being Skip Bayless, which I don't want to do. Jared, I know you watched it. Any thoughts for our boys?
Made me sad. I'm not a big basketball guy, but at least when it comes to playoffs, I like to pay attention to the boys, and it was exciting to watch them in the first series, Game 7. Yay, exciting fun. And then the second series, it was cool watching belt to ass last week, but it's not so fun getting belt to ass yourself, huh? So it was just right from the rip. Like, I think at the end of the first, we were down like 11 or something like that, and I was like, that's not ideal. And then it just seems like basically anytime we seem to have any momentum building, they immediately would either like they'd hit like 3 threes in a row or something like that, or they would just block all of it. It was just like no matter what, we were constantly like defeated. So
at home,
on all
no
fronts. At home,
Yeah,
no
at
less.
home.
Like we hit like that. I think it was at the end of the first or at the end of the second, like right before half, and we hit like with like 6 seconds left, we hit a 3 just for him to hit a damn near half court shot as a buzzer beater at the end. Like, oh my god, dude! Like, it was just painful from beginning to end.
Yeah, we get it to a 6-point game, and then he goes and hits one from the freaking Pistons logo. That was depressing. Shout out Spida.
Toph, you have any Pistons Cavs thoughts or
nothing at all?
Nothing that hasn't been
Come
said.
on,
Give
me something. Tear into me, dude. I need it.
The one thing that I will say before we keep it pushing is that I am even though the numbers tonight weren't spectacular, over the course of this series, I'm very happy as a longtime James Harden fan that we've actually had a playoff run where he's been big. Like, he was absolutely important in closing us out this series. And while I'm not happy we lost, I'm happy for Harden that at least this time in your life, hey, you're showing that I'm not going to shrink this time. So he's had times where he's had to be the number one option. He's had times where he's been cool, just kind of facilitating. But I'm happy for him, and only him, and only.
I'm definitely not happy for him. He's the person I'm least happy for in this whole thing. But I mean, fair. Yeah, don't jump into my players, bro, and don't jump into every player and then get up like I'm done with his way of playing the game, bro.
I will not.
That's the type of shit that kills basketball.
I will not forget. I think it was game 3. It could have been game 4, but I think it was game 3. Him and Cade going back and forth to close that game out, and Harden clutching up. That has been the biggest knock against him in his entire career. So, yeah,
sure.
Props to him. Sure. Let's real quick while we're on basketball. Another team that got destroyed, blown off the floor, the Wolves. Both the Wolves and the Pistons, let there be no doubt that they should not be the team going on to the next round. And just like Cade, Anthony Edwards was out there doing it by himself. Rudy Gobert is puzzling because one series he'll be incredibly dominant. He was putting in work against Jokic of all people. And then against the Spurs, he looked like he was just lost all the time. But yeah.
If an alien was charging at you at 21 miles an hour 17 times a game, what would you do?
Figure something out, dog. Figure it out. In fact, you would think that because they've played together so much through both being French, playing on the French Olympic team, you'd think that if anyone would know how to stop Wemby, it would be Gobert. But I guess the knowledge of how to do it and actually being able to do it, 2 different things. But yeah, those are 2 players, Cade and Ant, 2 players that definitely need some more help. So hopefully both teams get some retooling done so we can come back out and do something different. Julius Randle, he needs to go, unfortunately. It's crazy. I think that might have been a very, very bad take I had before when I was like, oh, yeah, Julius Randle helped change things for the Knicks. He could probably do it for remember, do you remember I said when they were talking about where should Giannis go? And I was like, you put a package together of something plus Julius Randle to go to Milwaukee. That's not happening. That is dead.
That's over.
I think the only player that took a worse legacy hit than Julius Randle was probably Jalen Duren. So,
yeah, just in the playoffs alone.
Yeah, mirror teams essentially. But yeah, Starley, you do anything big this weekend?
Nothing this weekend, but tomorrow I get to finally sign and close on my home that I just got. So that's exciting news here in the household.
Congratulations.
Homeowners now. I get to spend the rest of my life fixing other people's stuff that they messed up for the last 50 years. I can't wait.
You sound like a homeowner already.
Oh, dude. I was going through the final walkthrough the other day, and I walked in the closet, and they put carpet over beautiful hardwoods, as typical boomers did. So, bless the lady's heart. Beautiful garden in the backyard. We'll take care of it. But, my God, carpet over hardwood. What are we doing?
Yeah.
Anyway.
Congratulations on the new house, though.
Thank you. I appreciate it. I'm excited. It'll be fun.
Y'all doing, everybody here, all my co-hosts doing big things, dog. Kyle's getting married. Matt's getting married. Jared got a new house. Toph just fucking spent the last few months starting, opening up a new business. Like, y'all out here balling. I'm very happy for all of you guys.
Hell yeah. And you're running a very successful podcast.
Don't
forget to like and subscribe. Oh yeah.
Hit the bell for notifications.
I mean, no homeowner, but we're about 2 weeks away from the new apartment, so I'm excited for that.
Very good.
Dude, I'm excited for you. That's dope.
Me too.
Excited for you too, Jay.
It's time. It's time to get out of the studio, dog.
Yeah. I'm sure Lexi's over there like, are you kidding me? She's like, I'm sick of hearing every late entry episode live.
Yeah, man. That was always the plan when we moved out here, was like coming from Michigan, so moving to another state. It was like, hey, look, we just found the spot. I think it can work. Get our foot in the door here. We'll find a new place afterwards. Took a little bit longer just than I think we thought, just because of how easy it is to stay and how much a pain in the ass moving is. But
Oh yeah.
it's time. Toph, you do anything fun this weekend?
Woke up, went to work, rinse and repeat. Every weekend.
Hey, there you go.
This man's got some of the funniest, just straight.
Just quick with it.
You remember we're talking about
you
being in the
asked and I answered.
You remember we're talking about being in the shower
that's-
and like if
No,
you like
hey,
do shower
but-
beers and stuff, and Toph was like, I get in, I watch myself and get it out. I'm not writing a
Nah, get out.
bestseller. I'm not making a platinum track. I'm just getting in, washing my ass and get out. Hey, it's a man, motherfucker
Gotta
just
get
boop,
to
boop, boop, boop.
He's like,
Respect
hey,
it.
he's all about business all the time.
I respect
Yes,
it.
sir.
Toph, what aside from I know you work, I know that you're running the place over there at your job. I know that you are into like gaming and like NBA YoungBoy stuff like that. What other
Okay,
things
hold
do you?
on, time out.
Okay,
That,
yeah.
that last phrase, that last one, you need you to take that one back.
You not into NBA YoungBoy?
Not like that.
Oh, okay. All right.
He's
All
like,
right,
he's
man.
into
Whoa,
Equation, you
my
brought
bad.
that down.
He's
No, that does not belong in that equation.
He's like, someone's gonna
Go
clip
ahead and
this
take that
into a
last one.
romantic equation.
Everything else was good, but that last one.
What
You
is
tried to throw
the
something, a little extra spice in there?
aside from video games? What is like the biggest thing that you do for leisure time? Or is that like how you
Is
work
it?
in? Okay.
Watch YouTube.
Oh my god.
I'm sorry. I thought he was
Okay.
asking me. I'm sorry. You
All
watch
right, all right.
YouTube?
Hmm?
Who's your favorite YouTuber, Toph?
Favorite YouTuber?
Yeah.
I don't think I got a favorite YouTuber. It's just
Really?
a collection of it.
All right.
I mean, I guess favorite YouTuber is just every other podcast that I watch. So I
That's
guess that
fair.
would be the answer.
That's fair.
Night
Favorite YouTuber is Unk.
Yeah.
Mm-mm.
Okay. It varies.
It does vary. I mean, they could go week to week. Depends on what you talk about. So I watch basketball podcasts. I do a little bit of everything.
We should have like a top 5 Toph's podcast power rankings every
Ooh.
week. And if it's he's like, this week I really like these 5. Next week I really like these 5.
It's just gonna be like a fucking. Remember, like The Walking Dead had like the Talking Dead afterwards. It's just gonna be Toph doing like the talking podcast. It's gonna be a podcast talking about other podcasts.
Like go to 16 minutes 37 seconds into nightcap and listen to Unk talk about.
I mean, shit. That's Tim the Tap Man has a whole fucking a whole brand of just doing
He's
that with other
made
streamers
a second career off that.
of
Yeah.
just fucking talking about other people's streams. That's
Yes.
kind of wild. All right. I saw the post the other day where Buffalo Wild Wings said all you can eat appetizers. It was $9.99, or you can get the $12.99 for the premium apps. Party of 4.
Hey.
And we took that as a challenge. It was I think it was
You had a
what,
party
Friday
of 2?
Friday night. It was Lexi, my friend Jose, and I. We went there. We went for the doubleheader, the Pistons, and then the Wolves. And saw one good game, one terrible game, and ate about as many appetizers as we could. We were rolling out of there, dog. I'm sure B-Dubs had to have lost money that night. They had to
Absolutely.
have lost money. We ordered everything. And we got there during happy hour for the drinks, too. So I'll have to send a picture to the group chat. We literally had like 9 drinks on the table at once and like 4 plates of appetizers. And just kept rolling them out. We had a cool-ass waitress, dog. She was letting us double up on stuff. It was, yeah.
Ooh,
Um,
what? Why
that's-
did I not know this was a thing?
I don't know, man. You better hit your local B-Dubs
Mm.
What night of the week is this?
every day.
What?
Every day.
Every day? What do you mean? Every day you get like half off? What is this?
Is it
deal?
like during a happy hour time?
No, you guys are making this more complicated than this. You got me out here running the fucking B-Dubs ad right now.
No,
B-Dubs,
Kim, I'm trying to get some.
you can go into
It's
B-Dubs.
slower for the people in the back.
Every day they're open. You can go there, ask for the bottomless appetizers menu, It's $9.99 for the regular appetizers, or $12.99 for all of them.
And there's not like a person limit, or four. You said four.
After four,
okay.
After four, it's like $2.99 a person more.
Okay.
And then you just go ham. I was saying that what we did was we went during happy hour for drinks, so we doubled up the deals. Yeah. Yes. Okay. Hey, I almost said Applebee's. B-Dubs, break us off something now. I just ran a whole ad for y'all.
I need to go.
Nah, you just stole from us. We need to cut this. They're like, we're not giving anybody bottomless apps ever again.
I went there with the intention of making them regret that promotion, and I feel like I did my part.
Yeah.
That's how I feel about Korean barbecue.
Oh, yeah, bro.
Yeah.
Korean barbecue is fantastic, dog.
Dude, there's a place called K-Pot near us, $35 for unlimited hot pot, but Korean barbecue is all you can eat, 2 hours. My goal is to make them lose money.
Yeah. I had never even heard of hot pot until I met all my Asian homies out in Chicago. And yeah, we go in there with a big group and we put in work, dog. We put in lots of work.
Put them out of business.
Yeah. Also, I had to renew my registration on my car, and I had to get an emissions test for that first. Thought that was going to be a whole thing. It wasn't. They just plug something in your OBD port, tell you you're good. But when I was out there, I had to go to one place at like a mechanic shop for the test, and I had to go somewhere. He said I could renew it at like a currency exchange, so I looked up one, drove out there. I couldn't find it anywhere, but across the street, just miraculously happened to be a place that just does that kind of work. So I was able to renew my tags there. But I walked into this store afterwards. It was like a little like Mexican like corner store. They had so many different things. I bought a hat there. It was smooth. But I saw something that I thought was crazy.
Bodega?
And it wasn't a bodega because bodegas sell food.
Okay.
But they had, and I wrote this down to make sure I mention it tonight, the craziest combination I've ever seen before. It was a keychain bottle opener that had toenail clippers on it. Like the top of the bottle opener connects to the bottom of the toenail clipper.
Oh.
Hey. Why would you ever want your toes to be on your bottles?
You want to be efficient.
I don't care what type of pinch I'm in. No.
Hey, the first nail clip is breaking the bottle cap on your big toe. That's the first nail clip. Just clink right off, and then you go down the line.
Yeah, no, that's insane. That's insane. You go fuck around and get athlete's foot on your beer.
Athlete's foot in your athlete's mouth.
Athlete's mouth. Yeah, that's disgusting. And I saw that. Okay, and even if it was like, okay, maybe it's not toenail clippers, maybe it's fingernail clippers. That's not much better.
It's not.
Nah, there's a bunch of gunk getting up in there.
Yeah, that's and it was going right on your bottle.
Yeah.
So yeah, that was absolutely foul.
Then, I'm gonna take Harry's. Harry was a bad name. I'm gonna take Gerald's Gerald's bottle opener, and I'm gonna be like, "Oh, is this all good?" And he's gonna be like, "Yeah, it's all good." I'm gonna be like,
"Yeah,"
blowing his toenails out of it first.
Yeah, like that's crazy enough to have on your own thing, but yeah, imagine borrowing someone else's. That's just disgusting. I'd be like, you know what? Never mind. I'll open this.
Yeah,
with anything else.
I'll bite it with my teeth. I'll get this thing open.
And then after that, I'm driving home, and I saw this. I'm gonna share my screen with you guys. I want to know what kind of people you think the clientele is that goes here. Can y'all see this?
The art of manliness.
Read the title, Kyle.
The art of manliness.
Barbershop.
I'm gonna guess a bunch of 40-year-old white guys. Yeah. Oh yeah. Here we go. And then you zoom in on the envelope.
Oh yeah, dude. That's
Jared's like, I've been there like 4 times. They do a good job.
I had to take a picture of it to show, like, I feel like you guys would have thought I was just bullshitting if I said that I saw this. The Art of Manliness Barbershop. It's have you guys seen the new cereal too, where it's like cereal for men? Like we're bringing masculinity back into cereal. You guys haven't seen that?
But
Is that part of that, like, this, like, manosphere thing that they did that documentary on? Is that, like, what that's, like, targeted on? No?
Maybe.
Do you know what I'm talking about?
No.
No?
Is that like a Netflix documentary?
It is, yes. They go and interview those toxic, like, hyper masculine Instagram dudes, basically.
Oh.
And make them basically be like, well, that's wrong. And they go, well, you don't know. It's super man cereal.
Man cereal. Creatine, high protein, keto, low sugar.
Oh my
Bitchin'
God.
Sauce, Yellowbird, Next Bar. Those are the names of their flavors. It's white box
sauce?
man cereal. So I'm wondering if the people who eat man cereal
feels like a Black Mirror episode.
The Art of Manliness Barbershop.
Yeah. They are definitely in the same demographic.
Are any of you guys going to the Art of Manliness Barbershop?
I'm good.
Honestly, I did write down their number. I might have to show up.
Hey, we'll see it.
I'd show up for science, like for the podcast. Like I'm in Chicago. I need a haircut.
I'm in Chicago today. I'll be getting a haircut at the Art of Manliness.
Just for science. Just exactly.
Okay. Last thing for my weekend.
You had a big weekend.
I did, and I have to come out here and say I earned the Fell For It Again award, and I'm officially done, dog. I will no longer be getting finessed. And I feel like, like, fool me once, shame on me. I got fooled again. This is my fault. Why did I stay up to watch Gina Carano versus Rhonda Rousey? Why did I watch that whole event? That they kept asking. So if you guys didn't watch this, it was like there's this new company trying to be a rival of UFC for MMA. And it's a company owned by some dude, and it's promoted by Jake Paul, and his boxing company. And so they had this whole event of all just completely mismatched opponents. And they kept asking after every round, they were like, they asked the owner, I can't remember his name, and they would ask Logan Paul or Jake. Damn, I'm messing this up. They would ask the owner, they would ask
really
Jake.
It doesn't matter.
Yes. Do you think this is a one-time thing? Do you think this is going to happen like more consistently? And the owner was like, I mean, it's a test. We're going to see how it goes. And Jake Paul was like, no, this is happening. We're going to keep doing this. But all of the matches were fucking terrible. They were all so lopsided. Two of the people, the odds were negative 1,320 or 1,350. I guess go 175. Yeah. One of them, most of them lasted one round. And it was just one guy beating the hell out of the other guy and until a knockout. And that was it. It was not entertaining. I will say Nate Diaz is one of the toughest sons of a bitch I've ever seen in my life. That man got like 4 places in his face opened up, got his top of his skull cracked open, and was still out there fighting.
4 pints of blood.
He was covered in blood. The guy who was fighting was covered in his blood. Mike Perry, I think his name was. Both of them covered in his blood, and he didn't want to stop fighting. They had to call the fight off just because they couldn't patch him up. And then they went like at the after fight thing when they were like talking with the announcer. He was like, "Yeah, I'll run the shit back." And the guy was looking at him like, "Motherfucker, you could have died. I'll kill you next time."
That's literally Nate Diaz is the epitome of a fighter that is like he goes out there like I'm ready to die. Like, I do not care. That is who he is. And Mike Perry is the same thing. That's why that was the best fight of the night. And you got to see like a little bit of it was Nate not fighting a lot lately. Mike Perry's been in bare knuckle fights lately since he's been out of the UFC. Like he was ready for this very clearly. I mean, he split dude's head open.
Yes.
That was the fight of the night.
Say it was the fight of the night just shows how bad this product was because it ended in the first round.
And second round because of blood time. At end of the second round, it ended because
second round. Thank you. Yes, it was the only fight that went to the second round.
That was the only one. Yeah, exactly. Ngannou's fight was fun, but it's only for Ngannou fans. He literally beat the shit out of a wrestler. Like,
bro, they had Michael Irvin, because he's everywhere, was at this fight too, and all I could think about was just Michael Irvin just with the belt to ass. That was all the fights, just straight belt to ass. So then we go through all these hours to finally get to Rhonda Rousey and Gina Carano. I believe that fight lasted an actual 40 seconds. And it was just Rhonda Rousey tackling her, grabbing her arm, putting her in her arm bar, and Gina tapping out. What the fuck? Yep. And, bro, I did it with Tyson. I watched old-ass Mike Tyson just get beat around by Jake Paul. And now I watched Gina Carano. And I thought maybe because they've both been retired for so long, it would be close. It wasn't. She's 44. She was older than Tom Brady when he retired. I'm not falling for this again. If they can bring anyone out of retirement to fight or box or whatever, I'm not watching it anymore. I will fucking watch it on Netflix or on Twitter the next day because it'll be a 30-second video. I'm good.
Yep.
And I'm embarrassed that I fell for it again. And it sounds like, Kyle, you watched it as well?
I did, and I feel you. Yeah, I felt like I was gypped like the whole night. That's all Miranda and I were saying was like we feel like she was so excited to see Ronda Rousey fight again. And then the second it happened, it was over. Like as fast as she came on the stage, she was gone.
And the Mike Tyson fight, at least I had like it went on long enough to where in the middle of watching it, I felt shame. I was like, "Oh, I'm just watching this old guy out here for nothing." The Ronda Rousey fight was so quick, I didn't feel the shame until afterwards. I was like, "Oh!" As soon as
laying in bed, like, what the?
No, as soon as that fight ended, I feel like I had post-nut clarity. I was like, "What am I doing watching this? Get this shit off my screen. Close, exit tab. Let me get out of here." Oh, it felt terrible.
That's so good.
But yeah, in other big news for the weekend, Drake dropped Iceman. Everyone knew the Iceman was coming, and then day of, we all find out it's actually 3 albums. Now, I have listened to Iceman, and I've listened to half of, what is it? Maid of Honor, I think it is. Yeah. So I listened to 1.5 of the albums. I know that it sounds like we have a pretty even 2-2 split on our reviews of this. So Toph, I know that you got some pretty strong takes on this. What did you think about the Drake releases?
I don't really got much to say. This wasn't my frequency, not my vibe. He's done better. I think his sound, to me, is being kind of phased out. It's like I said, wasn't for me. I don't want to, bash on, people's artists. Everybody can like who they like. But for me, it didn't fit my frequency. So I only ended up liking 2 songs of it, which I don't even remember what the songs are. But like I said, for me, I'm a 30-second guy. If you can't grasp my attention in 30 seconds, it's on to the next song. Okay.
Now, let me ask you this. Were you previously a Drake fan?
I mean, I still like Drake. Like I said, I think, I'm not one of the people that kind of got caught up, in the battle. I mean, Drake's been doing this for, 2 decades now. So
right.
I think just over time, when someone goes so long, you start to get desensitized to the music. And then, I don't want to say I'm at that point, but it might be, a turning of the page where, just me, his flow, his vibe is just kind of, getting toned out now.
And the only reason I ask is because I feel like it adds to the opinion of like, I've always not liked Drake, so I've continued to not like, versus, I used to like him, but I'm kind of over him at this point, which it sounds like is where you're at with it. Okay, let's go to the other person that also did not like it, Starley.
Hi. No, not crazy about it. He's never really been like my sound in general. I'll kind of second you on that one, Toph. He's never really been like my vibe or my frequency. He's got some songs here or there, but to me personally, he's always going to be the young man that got shot and paralyzed in Degrassi. So that guy's he's the one that tried to talk the bully down and it didn't work. So but no, this wasn't my cup of tea, we'll say.
Was there
fine.
anything specifically that you didn't like about it, or it just did not? It wasn't hitting. Did you listen to all of them, or how much did you listen to?
I'm the same way. If you don't get me in like the first 30 seconds, I'm not about it. And I got like I think 3 songs into the first album, and I just was like, nope, not my thing, and I just changed it to my Spotify station. So just in general, I think I agree. His sound, like it was fine, like a couple of years ago, 10 years ago, but it's just the same. It's the same, you know. And some people might argue that, like, well, he stuck to his roots, and that's great. I ain't gonna hate on you for that, but it's not my jam.
And I don't know if any of you guys listen to this or have any feelings about it, but that's kind of how I felt about J. Cole's album, The Fall Off. I listened to that whole thing. There was a few songs that I liked, but as a project in its entirety, I didn't care about it that much. And I know that people were like saying that I guess the first track was him at 29 and the second was him at 39 or something like that. Whatever the ages were on that. So it was how he felt before and how he feels now. But after and we're gonna get to this in a second, but after the stuff with Kendrick where he started talking shit and then apologized, I feel like I lost all interest in hearing him declare himself as the best rapper or want to smoke with anybody else, because I know when push comes to shove, it's time to show that you're the best rapper. You don't really want that. And I feel like, honestly, that was a bigger hit to his legacy in my mind as a huge J. Cole fan than it was of Drake. At least Drake went out swinging. J. Cole didn't even want the fucking smoke. I listened to you for years. Oh, I'm the best rapper. I'm snatching the crown. I'm this, I'm that. And then you finally got a chance to go 1v1 or 1v2 or whatever with the other 2 of the big 3. And you're like, nah, I'm okay. So that's kind of how I felt too. Is like, I listened to them all the way through. I'm not like the 30-second guy for it, but I could not get into it no matter how much I wanted to. Did you guys ever listen to that or no?
No.
I've not
I
listened
didn't.
to his most recent album. No.
Okay.
I love J. Cole, but I have been so out of tune with just music as a whole lately. Honestly, listening to this Drake album it was like, damn, I need to listen to more music.
Okay. Yeah, so you were one of the 2 of us that liked it. Yes. How much of it did you listen to? What were your thoughts?
I listened to like 8 or 9 songs of Iceman, and I liked most of everything I was hearing. I do hear what these guys are saying about like it's the same old Drake. Like it's not like you're getting anything new when you hear Drake. It's not like it's a new. It's not like he, I guess with the guy like J. Cole or with a guy like Kendrick, you might get some new cadence or some new like, I don't know, burn, and you get these roasts and things like that from Drake, and like he definitely was on, like he kept his receipts for sure in his hiatus from this, and if you're a Drake fan and you're paying attention, like you're gonna love this shit, like, but to me, like I did like it a lot, and I think what the problem is that the dude got burned so bad that it's going to be so hard for the general media or the generic or whatever, the general public to put him back on a pedestal or put him back, give him his crown back, because I do think he is one of the best, like you said, off podcast. Like he has some of the most hits out of any rapper that's active or inactive, like if not the most. So like you can't disrespect that. But like I get it, it doesn't vibe with everybody, and especially right now, people are gonna definitely hate on it because of what just happened. And I think it was a great album. It was a great answer. He came out with the double feature. Like I respect the shit out of that. He's like, yeah. All right. He talked all that shit, but I got 24 songs for y'all. So like I can't hate on that.
So your flow thing that you had mentioned, that is one of the biggest differences between the 3 albums. Now people like are speculated that he dropped 3 at once because he's trying to get out of his deal with the record label after he tried to sue them for Not Like Us, which is crazy. Can't imagine having to go work for somebody that you just tried to sue and failed and got publicly embarrassed by. He's like, let me get these albums out and move on to something else. But his Iceman, that's like the typical Drake flow, and then you get more of like almost like a Jamaican kind of a vibe from or not Jamaican, but that I'm struggling to find the word I'm looking for, but that it's a different
Reggae?
flow on Maid of Honor. And then I have not listened yet to the other one, but I think that's supposed to be more of like a Middle Eastern influence. So his flows are different on the other ones, is what I'm trying to get.
And that's fair. I want to listen to Iceman, so I will have to give the other albums a try just to see if there's something different on there too. Which I'm happy to give music a try. But again, if it still has that same Drake cadence, I'm also going to be like, okay, here we are again.
Now, this is the other part of this too, though, and this is what I think that it was. He'd finally, after going out sad for the longest time, finally did what he was supposed to do after getting his ass whooped in this rap battle. I've always been a big fan of all three of them, J. Cole, Kendrick, and Drake, and I feel like you can be a fan of all of them. And so watching the two of them go back and forth, I was just like, hey, let's see the big on big. I'm here to see it. This is Jordan versus MJ. This is, you know what I mean? Any two big names going. This is Tom versus Mahomes. Like I'm ready to see it. And Kendrick won. He definitely whooped his ass. Drake put up a fight for a little bit, but Kendrick outmaneuvered him, and then he danced on his grave with Not Like Us. There is no denying that.
And did Drake, it again at the Super Bowl.
Yep. And he went on a crazy run from it. And Drake finally took his L, disappeared for a little bit, and then came out. And this is what you're supposed to do, is take your L, wait a respectable amount of time, and then come back out with some heat. And I feel like that's what Drake did with it. And it reminded everyone that despite how bad he lost, there's no one else doing things the way that Drake is. He is by far the biggest name in music, at least in rap and R&B. I wouldn't say necessarily music because there's other big artists, but I mean, and that even goes to kind of show, and I think Drake kind of leaned into it with this too, is like, I've been doing a lot for people for years, and they all need me. I don't need anybody else. I am still Drake with or without French Montana or J. Cole or DJ Khaled or Rick Ross or Kendrick or any of them. And even with the Kendrick thing, Kendrick got that whole thing got so big and he went on that crazy run because he took down Drake. That doesn't happen if you don't go after somebody else. If that was against J. Cole, that's not moving the needle like that. But you see how after the embarrassment that Drake went through, when it's Drake drop time, whether you love him or you hate him, you're tuned in. You want to see it. You're either hate listening to it or you're here to appreciate it or you're here to test it out. But he moves the needle 100% to the fact of he has made history as the first artist to take over the entire top 30 on U.S. Apple Music. 43 of the top 50 are songs currently held by Drake.
Wow.
He moves the needle. He moves the needle. And I like the fact that he took the time to do some reflection and realize that. And I also like the fact that he took some shots at J. Cole. I'm paraphrasing, but he said, "We got history and I love you, but I can't forgive you. You started that shit. You set the shots out and then apologized. Like, that was soft." And I think that was necessary because I feel like they were in it together. And then, hey, you left me fucking hanging, bro. Like, we were all in this shit together. We went to the fight, and I looked for my backup. Right. I turned around, and no one was behind me.
And he's like, "Hey, Kendrick, you might be a lyricist, but I got J. Cole with me." And J. Cole was like, he's like doing his hair in the mirror. He's like,
apologizing. Like, that shit was so soft. But he called out him. He called out DJ Khaled. He called out DJ Khaled for never talking about Free Palestine or anything. Like, he took some shots, and it was, I think that it's interesting to see where he's going to go from here. But I think that for someone as big as him to realize, I don't need y'all need me, and I'm still doing it because I'm him, I respect that. I will say, upon first listen to, there's no classics out of anything that I've heard so far. There's some good songs. I liked everything I heard, and I appreciated, because I haven't liked an album that he's made since Scorpion. So that's like his last 2 or 3 drops have done nothing for me at all. But I was vibing with Iceman. I was here for the flows. I liked that return of his sound. But nothing really. There was like a few that I thought were good. The lyrics were there, but I feel like it wasn't a hit-making album. I feel like it was a proving a point album, and I'm with that. But Toph, you had the idea of us all dropping our favorite 5 Drake songs. So your idea, I'm gonna let you go first, and then we'll go from there.
Actually, I will not be going first because mine's probably going to take the longest.
Oh, okay. Okay,
I
bet.
got a whole presentation for mine, so I'm going to let the people
shit.
that just did it, write their names down. They could go because I'll go last.
Okay. Kyle, you're up.
So, we'll let hold on.
Go ahead.
They're going to let Starley go first since he's not the biggest Drake fan.
Ooh, okay.
I was say, and I have the shortest list because I ain't got 5.
See, there we go.
He ain't got 5.
Let me go ahead and orchestrate this.
We'll start with a fantastic classic I'm sure we're all familiar with my number 1 being Back to Back Freestyle. I feel like a lot of us obsessed over that song for quite a long time, probably memorized it once or twice, hours. So that's a good one.
Yeah.
Spencer, can't wait to fist fight you in public for saying this one. Number 2, Hotline Bling.
That's disgusting.
Love it. If anything, not for the music, the memes. All the memes that came out of it and just it being on my timeline for years. Even now, honestly. God's Plan, we'll follow that one. I think that's a good song. Oddly enough. And then I'm Upset. We'll finish that one up just because of the quotes. Quoting that throughout my whole life.
50,000. No, my head is disrespect.
That's it. That's it right there.
This motherfucker, that is the gentrification top 5 Drake songs. That is
so good.
That is the most unseasoned Drake songs of all time. This motherfucker's a Hotline Bling it too.
Mm-hmm.
I'm disgusted. I'm sorry.
Hey,
I told you if it was a big hit on the radio, I was probably a really big fan of it. And would you believe that almost every single one of those is a big hit on the radio?
Okay.
Cheers.
All right. Respect that.
All right, Kyle.
Yep, I knew I was next. So I'll go 1 to 5 since he did. Number 1 to me, Energy, bro. I got enemies, got a lot of enemies, got a lot of people. All right. Number 2, Marvin's Room. Okay. That is all time to me. I mean, in my feels. Shout out Andre from Bed Bath, Jared. He and I used to sit there and smoke weed and play this song and be like, dude, I miss her, bro.
Wait a second. Time out.
We would both be in.
No. What I heard was you was in a bed and a bath smoking with a nigga named Andre listening to Marvin's Room.
I was in my car after working at Bed Bath & Beyond. And we were both pining over our girl, bro. We were both dumbasses that let her go, man. It's all good. I don't need no
Hey, but look at you now.
Look at me now.
Are we all right? We need to let you go for a minute, or?
Yeah, I need to. Next up is back-to-back freestyle because Jared and I, we were sitting in my Pontiac G6 just ripping this shit.
Y'all were sitting back-to-back in the car?
Yeah. And so, I'm slightly less, yeah, whatever. Next up, Best I Ever Had. And then finally, I got Forever/Only. I don't think he killed in Only as much. So I would put, I don't think he killed in Forever as much, but he made that song what it is. I think his first verse in Only is like one of my favorite.
Greatest.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. See, that is a good verse too. I don't know. It's just his cadence versus the people that were in that song to me. Versus, I don't know. Like in Only when he was just like, yeah, I ain't fuck nigga because you got a man. But when that started, when I first heard it, I was like, oh. But when that's over, man, I'm first in line, dude. Oh man. Yeah. That verse hit.
Okay. I like your list a little bit better than the Starley.
Just like I was gonna say, slightly better.
No, those are all respectable. Those are all respectable songs. I can't deal with Hotline Bling.
As soon as you heard Hotline Bling, it is all right. Throw everything out the window now.
So
all right, let's go and let the light skin talk.
He's working his way in blackness and as to who gets to go.
And all to disqualify myself, I am a light skin born in October, so
oh no.
October's very own. That's all right. But
Sorry for the bottom, now we here.
I mean, I'll say this. I'm gonna give you my list. I'm gonna go 5-1, and then I'm gonna say something else after my list. But at number 5, we got Nonstop. At number 4, Headlines. Number 3, Furthest Thing. Ain't no way I wrote Headlines on here twice.
You wrote Headlines at 4 and 2.
Hold on.
Homework.
Hold on. I got it. Hold on. Whoa. Okay, hold on. We're gonna take. I'm gonna run this by you one more time. At number 5, I got Nonstop. At number 4, I got Feel No Ways. At number 3, Furthest Thing. Number 2, Headlines. And number 1, Lord Knows. That is... Starley probably hasn't even heard of 4 of those songs.
None of them. Not a single one.
He said none of them.
Lord Knows goes crazy, dog. And the beat in the back and the Rick Ross feature, fantastic. That is one thing that I'm sad about, is that we might not ever get Rick Ross and Drake together again, because they are like Goku and Vegeta. That shit is a beautiful combination.
Never say never.
But what I will say is that this was also these are just Drake songs, not features, because you could do a top 5 of features too. Just throw some out here real quick, because I can't make a list without saying these. But Fucking Problems, I'm All One, Aston Martin Music, all of those bangers.
Yeah, about Fucking Problems, yeah. It's a good one.
But that being said, for me, I feel like, and we talked about this off camera, but Drake to me is 1A, 1B. You could put him and Kanye as the 2 artists who have made the most amount of songs that I like in any genre of all time. It is the 2 of them, and it's a humongous gap before you hit the next person. The 2 of them, it's albums of bangers to me. So honestly, the way that I feel about Drake is that you could take all the songs he's ever made, put them on a wall, and throw a dart and make the list in order 1 to 5 of that. While you're playing them, I'm not going to tell you that is not where that belongs. Every one of those is going to be the best song while they're playing. He's made music throughout my entire life. Like, Take Care is in my top 5 albums of all time. That shit came out when I was in middle school. And I'm still listening to stuff now at 28 in the car going to work. Like,
that's what I'm saying, dude. In middle school, I watched him in the hospital when he was recovering from degrassi. So, I don't get me wrong. I relate to him. I do, but growing up with 4 sisters, it's a different type of relationship with Drake.
I hear you. All I'm gonna say is that I think that Kendrick obviously won. Kendrick deserved what he got from winning that, and Drake needed to take some time away. But I think enough time has passed to come back out and then feel the appreciation again from how big of a cultural icon he is, despite everything that's been said about him, and the fact that this man really has made that much good music. And it's almost like you compare him. It's like you hear it's talked about with athletes. When you're a superstar athlete, you don't get compared to the new athletes. You get compared to a younger you. Drake isn't competing against NBA YoungBoy. Drake is competing against previous album Drake.
100%. 100%. He always will be. Yeah. So I agree with you. I think enough time has passed where we can go back to appreciating Drake for being a good rapper. Like, he stepped out and did his thing. But, like, I also just, I don't know, feeling like I know the pulse of the world, think that he's going to be getting this hate for the next 2-3 years before we really feel like Drake is back to being widely known as top 3, top 5.
It just depends on the circles you're in. Because I read you the charts, 43 in the top 50.
Oh, I know.
So it just depends on who it is. If you're talking about the rap, Joe Budden podcast, their rankings, they probably go fucking hate on them forever. Of course. Yeah,
but
if you
they
walk
hate
out
on anybody that isn't them.
But if you walk outside and get in your car and you're at a red light, I guarantee you go hear Drake coming from the car next to you.
Yeah, if you
More
drive
often
10
than not.
miles.
Yeah, no,
if
you have a
drive
good
10 miles
point.
with your windows down in the summer, you're going to hear Drake.
Definitely.
At
It also
least.
depends
At
on where you're
least
driving
once.
during the
I'm
summer.
like 90% sure I literally heard
Absolutely.
Drake today. It was like an
Shit, dude,
87-degree day. So, and I heard people
You could,
bumping the
probably,
radio.
you could probably be driving in Kentucky. You might hear Drake between 10 stoplights.
Yeah, I couldn't even give you an actual top 5 songs. He's got so many albums. You could do top 5 albums with them. But enough of me glazing my light skinned brother. Toph, let's see the presentation.
All right, presentation time. You know how I like to get down.
I'm
We
excited to
gonna
see
do
this.
it. We gonna do it big. Boom. All right.
Oh, this is what he's been clicking on.
Yeah,
That's
it.
what I was clicking on.
Top 5 Drake songs.
6 guy.
It's a banger.
I've been running through the 6 with my world.
Oh, that is a good one. Damn.
Got a little bit of trolling in there now.
That is not the song.
Oh, okay.
All right, number 5. Slime You Out with SZA. Love this song personally.
Okay.
Actually, I don't think I have any of the same songs that you guys had in mind.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
find out.
everybody
He's got a lot of them in there.
Everybody, minus one of us, has a respectable list, and they're all different songs.
Number 4, Search and Rescue.
I don't even know what this is.
You never heard Search and Rescue?
No, I'm gonna have to look that shit up when I get off here.
Light skin card revoked. Ladies and gentlemen, we got him.
You're white.
Motionless entry.
Oh, my nightmare.
I'm just kidding.
My nightmare.
Number 3. Started from the bottom, now we're here.
All right.
Okay.
I had this
choice.
Come on, man. When this song
They
came
were
out, it was
my
on every
honorable
single
mention.
football highlight tape. Had to do it. Number 2. Mob Ties. Love Mob Ties.
That's
Also
a good one.
Scorpion. I remember
Scorpion.
I hated Scorpion at first.
Really?
It took me, okay, maybe not hate, but it wasn't like, like you said, Drake is basically, going against himself. It's like they say about LeBron James. He's getting compared to, previous years LeBron James, Aaron Rodgers. Once you've done something for so long, you're pretty much getting, compared to yourself, which is unfair, but as we do as society. And number 1, which nobody said this one, Over My Dead Body.
That's a good one.
Fire. Come on, Over My Dead Body, man. Still to this day,
That is a banger.
I probably bump this song every day.
All right. I'm
Can
gonna
I-
have to, I'm gonna have to
The
give that a
end.
listen.
Eddie Kendrick.
The icebergs.
I had to troll a little bit. I had to troll.
Can I interject real quick? I just
Yes,
realized
sir.
another song.
Motionless entry. What's up?
Oh my goodness! I realized a song that I forgot that absolutely deserves to be on here. Arguably, it's probably right at 2 actually. After Lord Knows, No Lie, him and 2 Chainz.
No lies. Yeah, come on.
Bro.
Like I said, to do 5, it is really hard. Like I said, you could put, a bunch of songs on a dartboard. They're basically all bullseyes.
Yes.
Yeah, so many's doing it for 2 decades. Like you guys are talking about, you listen to middle school. I remember listening to Drake, best ever had, on my stepdad's original, iPod. The ones we had to scroll to turn up and things like that. That's how long he's been doing it.
iPod Classic, yes sir.
Exactly. It's like I said, he's been doing it for a long time. It's like I said, you've been doing it for that long. People love to hate you if you've done stuff for so long.
2000.
Like I said, Drake, he'll go down in the record books as one of the best to ever do it.
What I will say too about, just to put a bow on this, the other, I think I just said this a second ago, the only other person that I think that has arguably the same amount or more hits than him is Kanye. Drake dropping Iceman proved that even if it's not the classics, he can still do it like he could before. Kanye has been watched for 5 or 6 albums, dog. The longevity is crazy. Kanye drops, we don't care. Drake drops, the world listens. Like it is impressive that you can do this for that long and still
To be
draw that in
fair,
there.
Drake also does not constantly tweet anti-Semite sayings all the time. You know what I mean? Like that's that.
Let me say this. Let me say this, and I'm gonna imply something here, and I'm not gonna finish it. Kanye has said a lot of anti-Semitic things.
True.
Drake was accused of being a pedophile.
Worse.
One of them still gets listened to. Society views what is worse. Moving on. Moving on.
That's true. That's true. That's true. Honestly, that's kind of fucked up.
Don't listen to the Drake album. Don't listen to Drake.
All right. So this is a Sunday episode. This would ordinarily be an all due disrespect, but this cannot wait until Wednesday. There is a tweet that came out from Representative. It's at Rep Jack Kimball. Just a friendly warning. We don't even make $200,000 per year in Congress, despite working nearly 140 days. If we aren't properly compensated, a lot of us will go to the private sector, and you will be left with some real idiots in Congress. I think that's got to be about the most tone-deaf thing I've ever heard in my entire life, given the fact that gas is $5 a gallon, the majority of the country is broke. The last election, the biggest reason that people voted one way or the other was for the economy. And that's what you come out here and say? Hey, the median, let's check this real quick. The median wage in America is what? Median wage in U.S.
Probably over 15.
Google's AI answer says 64,220. So that's 136,000 less than this guy's crying about making? And you say that you're underpaid despite having to work 140 days? Less than half a year. We work 140 days and we don't make $200,000. We're so underpaid.
Oh.
When the government shut down and TSA is still stopping terrorism for free, who was still getting paid? The guy's not working. All of us go to work every single day and work harder than these motherfuckers.
And Kash Patel is partying with the hockey team.
Bruh. And we're not making 200,000. And
hell no,
and you're gonna come out here and talk to the American people and say, "Oh, you need to feel bad for us. We don't make even $200,000." That is the most tone deaf thing I've heard in a very long time.
Yeah, I mean, I want 20% of a million every year. That's it. That like to while you're doing absolutely nothing. Like what's happening up there? Nothing. Like you guys are freaking signing documents and like saying "I" to certain like it's like the national. Was anybody in the National Honor Society in high school?
No.
Okay. If you were in the National Honor Society, basically all you do is you volunteer for like 2 things throughout the year. You lead one like fundraiser for the school, and then you show up to meetings like once a month. And all you have to like anytime a motion's going and you agree with it or don't agree with it for like a rule for the school, you either go aye or not aye. And as a person who did that, who was like voted in to do that or whatever, like I never gave a fuck. So do you think that these people up there give it like, no, they don't. They're just like, whatever, like pass that shit, whatever. Like my friend next to me said, pass it. So we should pass it, whatever. That is exactly what we're doing from the bottom to the top.
The last time that they took a poll on this, I think that nonpartisanly, it was 80% or higher of all Americans believe that congressmen and women should not be able to trade stocks while they are in a role. And guess what's never been voted on? that. Even though all of America supports it, they're not going to do that. So not only are you making $200,000 a year, you can also insider trade. They've been getting away with it on both sides of the aisle for forever.
Insane.
And you want to come and talk to hardworking individuals like the four of us about how you need to make more or you're going to go to the private sector. I could not believe that wasn't satire, dog. That is a real congressman.
Hard to believe that's not an article from The Onion.
That's what I'm saying, dog. And of all the times to drop that quote right now,
as gas is almost $5-6 a gallon, but like it's
they're paying $8 in California.
That's insane.
And they want us to pay them more for working 140 days of the year. That's
gross.
Hashtag
eat the rich. Anyway,
they should hop on my window crew for a day.
What'd you say?
I said they should hop on my window crew for a day.
They should do a lot of stuff for a day.
Get out there and just feel what it feels like to be on the line.
And I think
we'll start flipping some burgers.
And I honestly think that until there's changes made to their compensation, I think that we're going to continue to see on both sides of the aisle people not do shit for our country. There should be a job. Maybe you make $100,000 a year because you still got to be worth something. You got to live in DC. Let's say you make $100,000 a year. You and all your immediate family members cannot trade stocks, and you just get regular health insurance like anyone else in the country. And it expires when you're no longer in office. No lifetime benefits. And then we'll see what kind of policies come out for the everyday fucking American. That's the only way we ever gonna solve this.
Yeah.
It won't happen, though.
I don't know. Or you just like have a college kid with a whip, just like whipping Pelosi and Trump, just like, no! Like, that's not what we want.
I think we got away from whipping people about like 200 years ago.
Was it that long ago? Oh, shit.
Somewhere around there. I'm not necessarily looking to bring that back in, but we can figure something out.
I think you need to join a few different subreddits if you think that's gone away. Leave
it to the fucking white guy to start bringing out the whips.
It's not being posted to 4chan? Oh, shit.
Toph, what would you prefer to do? We're at an hour, probably like after the cut, probably like an hour 5, hour 4. Do you want to do the schedule release today, or are we gonna do it on Wednesday?
Let's do it Wednesday.
Okay, but we'll hit Kevin Hart and we'll get out of here then. Okay. So last thing, we're gonna talk about the roast of Kevin Hart a little bit. If you have not watched it and you don't want spoilers, you can feel free to go ahead and log up out of here. Thank you for watching.
See you guys. Bye.
Like and subscribe. But yeah, Kyle, I know you watched it. I watched it. You want to give me your initial thoughts on it?
Yeah, I thought it was really funny. It feels weird, but I feel like Kevin got softballed by a couple of the comics. I think, I don't know, Big J Okerson, he had all the rights to like go in on Kevin for kind of like leaving him to dry, because they were both like guys coming up together, and then Big J has kind of hit more of like the New York club scene, and then obviously Kevin Hart's become Kevin Hart, and there's no hate from Big J from that, which is obviously, that's awesome. But like, I don't know, there's a couple of things I was expecting to see from a couple of comics as like kind of a guy who follows all of them very closely. All the guys that were roasting him as well as Kevin Hart. But I think Kevin was a great sport. Jokes were hilarious. To me, there was nothing that was intentionally offensive. I'm sure there were a bunch of people that were offended by some jokes. But to me, I thought it was all in good fun. Kevin very clearly thought it was all in good fun. And yeah, I think it was the perfect lead to probably like Shane Gillis or somebody like that getting roasted next. Like, I don't know who's going next, but I love that we're bringing this back. We're bringing the roast back between Tom Brady and Kevin Hart. Like, these are great to me. I don't care how long they're running. I'll watch them.
I think it probably will be like one of the next ones is probably going to be either Shane or Bert. I feel like one of the two of them is due for a roast.
Huge. Yeah.
Although Bert's not as big of a name as like Tom or Kevin.
Not as much. Yeah, Shane is the next like biggest name, I think.
I thought that it was like very high highs and very low lows. And kind of a lot of the sets kind of mimicked that too. Like Shane, I thought had some really funny jokes. And then I feel like being an MC is a tough gig. Like watching Kevin do it last year, it's like there's almost like a corniness level associated with being the MC.
Yeah, 100%. You're like forced to hit on these things, and it's the same when Shane did the ESPYs too. It's like, oh, I see where you might have gone with that, and you're kind of like, telepromptering it up, you know.
And I'm glad you said that word. I hated the fact that they kept breaking the fourth wall with the teleprompter. Every time they did that, it took me out of it. I don't want to think about the fact that other people are writing your jokes. That's the whole point of you being the one delivering them. Make that joke your joke. Every time you mention the teleprompter, I'm just like, yeah, like, bro, what the like? That's whack. But I thought that Shane had a lot of funny jokes. The fact that I was not expecting Lizzo to do a roast, that was hilarious. She was funny.
She killed.
Some of them would have been cool without. Regina Hall did not need to be there. Cheryl Underwood did not need to be there.
Draymond Green
did not need to be there.
He was not funny at all.
Nope. All three of
Dwayne
them.
The Rock Johnson had to be there. Hilarious.
Dwayne
hilarious.
I think that he was the perfect microcosm of high highs and low lows. His set could have been half the time. And it's crazy you get two. You usually hear like the goofy white guy humor. I was not expecting that from Kevin Hart and The Rock.
Oh, okay.
Some of the jokes that we're telling sounds like me hanging out with you and Jared. Like, oh, come on, come sit on my lap. Come on.
Oh,
okay, now suck on my titty. Like, bro. And it was like a full minute of just sit on my lap. Like, bro, all right. And the funniest part of that was Shane talking about don't prove Cat Williams right. That was hilarious.
Cat Williams coming out was legendary as well. The second he came out, it was like,
oh shit, they got Cat, and then they squashed their beef. That was cool.
Yeah, that was cool.
I want to talk about two of the jokes here. First of all, I think it is hilarious that Tony Hinchcliffe got basically called a racist all night. And he looked visibly upset by it. The gay jokes did not seem like they bothered him, but the racist jokes seemed like they got under his skin. And it's like, brother, you have asked for all of this. Like, this is what's going to happen based off the decisions that you've made, Tony.
I only shit on an entire island that is part of our country.
He's made some decisions that wound him up getting those jokes, and he deserved them. I will say, aside from a quick aside, Tony Hinchcliffe is maybe the funniest roaster ever. He killed at Tom Brady's and he killed at Kevin Hart's. I think that he needs to be there at all of those. That being said, they all called Tony racist all night for him to get up and then be racist, which I thought was like, all right, which is okay. It's a roast. I appreciate the fact that a roast is a roast and most of the shit flies there. Like there's a very small amount of things that you cannot say at a roast. Which brings me to my next point. Tony made a joke about like, I know George Floyd is down there looking up at us like proud because he said that Kevin made the black community proud. I personally didn't think it was funny, but I do not have an issue with the joke given the fact that Pete Davidson made a joke about something along the lines of Tony being just like Charlie Kirk. He's also had guys unloading his neck. If you laugh at one of those, you can't be mad at the other one. We can't live in a world where one of those is okay and one of those is not. If you're mad at both of them, then you shouldn't watch a roast. If you're mad at one of them, I think that you're wrong. That's where I'm at with that. Now, that being said, I don't think it was a clever joke. Like, it's 2026. That happened 6 years ago, which granted, you wouldn't want to make a joke like that right away. But at the same time, I don't understand what it is with like white people thinking that guy is like MLK to us. We had an issue with George Floyd being killed because he was murdered by a police officer. That's not supposed to happen. But the motherfucker's not our leader. They keep bringing it back up like motherfucking like, oh shit, like let's go read the teachings of George Floyd. Like it's not like that. So whereas Charlie Kirk was that is the fucking they were calling that man MLK, white MLK. So
Yeah.
I don't think it was clever. An example of a clever racist joke. Shane Gillis said they would have to lynch Kevin by a bonsai tree. That's fucking hilarious. You can be racist and be funny. Tony's I didn't think was clever, which is surprising. It was, and that we've talked about this before about like I think Tony sometimes loses the plot and just wants to do shock humor, even though he's more talented than that. Absolutely. So I think it was a dumb joke, but I don't think that would deserve the backlash. Solely because we had an exact opposite joke with Charlie Kirk that everyone thought was funny.
Yeah, no, that's fair.
So real quick, one of my favorite Kill Tony jokes that was edgy when he did the Tom Brady roast and he was talking about Sam J. He said, Sam J, she's black and she's a lesbian, which means she doesn't eat pussy. She all hell gnaws on it. And it's clever. Like that is perfect. Like you hit the freaking, like you rode down the spine of what's funny and what's offensive, right? Like that, and then like it feels like everything since that Tom Brady thing has been him just trying to push that line a little too far. I guess just to not to even push back, but just to say as like a white guy, I think the general consensus amongst like white Twitter, white social media, and I think probably just the white Midwest, as far as I've experienced it, there was a big cultural shift that happened with George Floyd, which is why, and yeah, I know like obviously he's not your MLK, but everybody like the thing that happened with George Floyd, obviously like it had been happening and it made people realize, oh shit, this has been happening. But also like, that was like finally the thing in headlines that made people like, and you know this better than anybody, and I think we all do, but it was the big thing in headlines that made people like, oh shit, maybe I should watch what I say. Maybe I should watch how harsh my jokes are. Maybe I should, like, and unfortunately it took that, but that's what it took for our general like consensus across the country to be like, yeah, maybe I should be a little more sensitive.
The biggest, like, everyone keeps trying to fucking equate Charlie Kirk and George Floyd together. The only thing they have in common is the fact that they were murdered, and murder is wrong. Charlie Kirk dealt in the business of hate and received hate back. George Floyd could have been any person, any black person. That's what was crazy about the George Floyd situation, is it could have been anyone. And that's why he doesn't individually, I want to make sure that I'm saying this correctly, not to discredit his life, but he doesn't individually mean anything to us as in like we knew him or we followed him. It's just the fact that he could have been any of us. Mm-hmm. And for some reason, fucking conservative white people have ran with that and did like, this is your savior. Like, no, he's not. I don't know anything about him other than the fact that he had a daughter. That's it. And so, yeah, I don't want to get too far into the George Floyd of it all, but I do have an issue with, and I did see some people on the right on Twitter that were upset about the Charlie Kirk joke. My whole thing is they both are allowed in that space, and
yes,
it 100%. One just wasn't as funny, and Tony I think is clever enough to be funnier. The carving watermelons joke is objectively funny, just in a different menu. And so I would have liked a better joke from him for that. Shane definitely fucking racist mogged him, as the kids would say, with the bonsai tree joke. But but yeah,
Shane was on his podcast. I listened to his podcast after that, and he was like, I felt real shitty about the bonsai tree, and then he's like, and I got a lot of like positive comments on it.
It was funny,
way better.
Do you know why? You're my last question about this. You're my resident Tony Hinchcliffe expert here. Do you know why he gets so many gay jokes? Is it just because white people like to call each other gay, or just because there's nothing else to say about Tony? Gay and racist? Like, I get the racist jokes, but what's up with the gay jokes?
I mean, you hear his voice, right? So he's got that like stereotypical like gay man voice, and so that's where it started. And then it came from a place of he was married to a woman that was seeking a green card, and he'll openly tell you, like, if you not tell you. I mean, he probably would because he's gay, but no, no, he's open about it, but he'll say that like he was married to a woman, like a foreign woman that wanted her green card, and he knew that's all she wanted, and they got along and they had a fling, but he was like, I'm gonna just get you your American citizenship. And so apparently they stayed married long enough and then got divorced, and then now he's like a bachelor, and he's like living my bachelor life and she's living her life and everything's good. We still talk, we're close.
The green card marriage guy is the same guy that actively was going for closed borders. That's sounds about white. Sounds about
white. Yeah,
good for thee, but not for, or what is it? Good for me, but not for thee. That's yeah. Yeah,
he called it an island of garbage because that's where he got his wife from. Hey,
was she Puerto Rican? No, Puerto Ricans are U.S. citizens.
I'm just kidding.
All right,
I'm just being a piece of shit.
Leave the podcast. Have a good night, guys.
Yeah, literally.
Toph, get us out of here.
All right. As always, if you rock with us here at Late Entry Family, especially on the YouTube, comment, like, subscribe. As Totally said earlier, hit the notification bell. That way you're notified when we drop a new video. You listen to us audio, Apple Music and Spotify at Late Entry. Subscribe, follow, tell your mama, your daddy, all the sneaky links. Tell Dana Rossini.
Oh, yeah.
Release the Rossini files.
She needs to know.
We out.
Peace.
Peace.